Right, let's think about this. 2 to the power A equals 2 to the power B. Well, then can you see that A must equal B? I mean, it's like me saying this. 2 to the 5th is 2 to the 5th. Well, yeah, because, of course, those two are the same. Kind of makes sense. Right, so if you have the same base, then the whole point about this section is if you have the same base, then exponent will equal exponent. Well, here I have the same base. So this means that 2x equals the 16.8. Okay, so x is just 8.4. That's all that is. That's all that is because I've got the same base. Okay, but of course most of these questions aren't going to have the same base, so you're going to have to try and change them to the same base. Okay, now let's get rid of this. Okay, so here we go. Now, if you think about it, the answer's 3, isn't it? 5 cubed x equals 3, because 5 to the power 3 is 125, just by looking at it. But what we're trying to get here is this. 5 to the x equals, if I change this to a base of 5, that is 5 cubed, and therefore x must equal 3. Okay, again, same base, so exponent equals exponent. So there you go. But for that one, you didn't really need to do that kind of thing. We realised that 5 to the power 3 is 125. Just like 4 squared is 16. Okay, now then, here we go. Here's where you kind of start to see a bit more like test questions. 4, there's the exponent. That is an exponent, and it looks a bit bad there, equals 64. Well, therefore this, let's write it more like an exponent, okay, equals 64 is 4 to the power 3. And it's just one of the things you kind of, hopefully you know. If you're not too sure, you know, you kind of think about it. Well, if that's the case, then the 9 minus 3x must equal the 3, because same base, exponent equals exponent, okay? And if I just work on that one, that's going to give me 3x equals, let's have a look, 3x equals 6, x equals 2. You can always go back and check up here if you want to. If you put 2 there, and it will work. Okay, so there's that one. Pretty much 35 is very similar. Let's have a look at 36. 2 to the power 7x equals 32 is 2 to the power 5. So 7x equals 5, so x equals 5 sevenths. And that's basically it, folks, okay? Now, some of the more, let's say more complicated ones, but again, you kind of have to think about this, is look at this. Look at that. It's going, whoa, what on earth is that? Well, what you have to realise is, okay, if I can change these to the same base, right, here we go. 64 is 4 cubed. Because I'm hoping that everything... Now, you could think it could all be base 2, but actually all works fine as base 4, because 4 to the power 5x I don't have to change. Okay. 16 is 4 squared, so that just goes up there with the x squared that's already there. Okay, so look at that, all got the same base now. So that I changed to 4 cubed. The 16 I changed to 4 squared, but it already had an x squared up there with it, so that's why I have this here. This one didn't change. Now here it is, here we go. 4 cubed equals 4, right. Remember, if you multiply with the same base, you add exponents. So that is 5x plus 2x squared. So, yeah, again, a little harder, a bit more complicated. But I've just kind of one base on either side. There's the 4, here's the exponent. Okay, so these two must equal each other. And what I'm going to have is, if I write it above, is this. 2x squared plus 5x. Now, of course, if I take away 3 from both sides, I'll have 0, okay? In other words, I'm turning it into a quadratic. It is a quadratic, okay? If you can't factor it, use the quadratic equation formula, but hopefully this will factor. So again, remember, from here, I just set these equal to each other, took away 3 from both sides, and that's why I have this. So I'm hoping 2x, x. Okay, let's have a think. That is going to be 3, that is going to be 1. I need the plus there, the minus there, and if I FOIL that, yes, that will give me that in the box above. So here we go. X equals -3, that'll be the 0, okay? And x equals, well, if I add a 1 here for this one, remember, set it equal to 0. Set it equal to 0. If you add a 1 divided by 2, that's going to be a half. So those are the answers. And you can always go back and check, okay? In fact, double check, because I'm not going to check on this one. But if you want to, go back and make sure that the -3 works. Sometimes, sometimes negatives don't work sometimes. But, I mean, you can go back and check. But that's what I'm going to leave it as, because right now I'm not going to bother checking. If you want to go ahead and check, maybe one of those is wrong, maybe both are right, who knows. Okay?